Hi, OroNaz family. My name is Lexi Ramsey. I'm here to just share a little story with you today. It was my turn this week to do the refresh, and I was just trying to think of what do I want to share? What do I want to talk about? And I was praying, like, God, give me something to talk about. And He reminded me of the first time I ever heard His voice. So that's what I'm going to share with you today is for those that maybe don't even know how to hear God's voice. So, the best way I can describe hearing God's voice is that it's thoughts that are not my thoughts. So, I don't hear Him audibly. I'm not hearing a booming voice or even a whisper. It is just a thought that comes to my head that I know is not my own thought. So, the first time it ever happened to me, I was in my young 20s and I was living in Boston at the time with a roommate. And I was really enjoying my life. I had a great life there in Boston. I had just graduated college the year before. And my mom had asked me if I would go to Germany and be a nanny. They call it in Germany an au pair for a friend of hers that was dealing with cancer. And she was needing someone to come and help take care of her two kids. Well, I was never the type of college student that wanted to travel Europe or anything like that. I wasn't really interested, so I just told her no. And it was about a week later that I just felt really convicted that I hadn't even prayed about the opportunity. So I said, okay, fine, God, I'll pray about it. And I started praying about if God would want me to go. And it was the first time I ever really clearly heard him. And he said three things. He said, they need your help. You can help them. You need to go. And I just started crying because I still did not want to go. But I knew that I was going because if you hear God's voice, you're going to do what he says to do. And I was happy to hear his voice, and I was glad I knew that it was him. And it ended up actually being an amazing experience. And I was so glad that I went and lived in Germany for a year and was a nanny to two little kids. And so many wonderful things came from it because I was obedient to what God asked me to do, even when I didn't really want to. But anyway, that is the first time I ever heard him speak, and it was just so very clear. So I hope that you all can have the same experience in hearing God's voice and listening for him and knowing that those thoughts that are not your thoughts are from him. And many other times in my life it happened since, and I haven't cried and been sad about it any other time. Lots of wonderful things God has asked me to do or has told me about that I've agreed with. So, okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope you all have a great day, church family. Love you guys.